After winning 5 Irish titles as an amateur, he signed a professional contract with Maloney last February. The up-and-coming prospect has won all 4 of his pro fights convincingly. His debut just 4 months ago in Belfast lasted only 10 seconds. Scott followed it up with more impressive wins by way of early round knockouts. As a boxer starts out on a pro career, bout records often reflect managerial art rather than a fighter's merit. Yet in dispatching his opponents, Belshaw has shown a ruthlessness and poise unusual in a boxer of such limited experience.
Heavyweight boxing is about knocking people out. That's what people want to see. They don't want to see people dancing around for 12 rounds, 2 guys wrestling and holding like Strictly Come Dancing. They want to see explosive punching, they want to see knockouts, and that's what Scott Belshaw brings to the ring with that attitude, and that's why the people will fall in love with him.
With his explosive style of fighting, it's not hard to see where Scott's inspiration for the sport comes from.
I remember watching Tyson. One of my earliest memories is watching Tyson knocking out Trevor Berbick for the title, and just since then just sparked a love for boxing. Always watching videos of old fighters like Ernie Shavers, George Foreman, Joe Fraser, all them big punchers, and that was me, and I just forced myself to go to the gym, and here I am today.
Since turning professional, Belshaw divides his training between Belfast and London, where Maloney is able to provide him with the right sparring partners and keep a close eye on his development, particularly in regard to his jab and defence. Maloney believes that as far as fighting styles are concerned, Scott doesn't have much in common with Lennox Lewis. However, Belshaw does remind him of Lewis in his approach to the sweet science.
His commitment and his dedication is the same as Lennox, but I've explained to him that he's actually got to put more in there, because no one's expecting Scott Belshaw to make it, and that will be the biggest surprise to the public out there. And when he does make it, he will be the richest sportsman ever out there.
For a young, hungry and hard-hitting heavyweight like Belshaw, the path to those riches is not as difficult to negotiate as it once was.
There's not the same pedigree of fighters that there was 10 years ago. I don't have the class and charisma of the likes of Tyson or Lewis, or so hopefully, all being well, I'll keep going, keep training hard, and someday you'll see me with a title.
Belshaw, who still lives at home with his parents in Acholi, certainly has time on his side. He'll also benefit from the fact that there's a dearth of young heavyweights coming through the ranks, particularly in America, the traditional heartland of the heavyweight fighter.
I'm not going to get too excited, but every time he fights, I have a little smile, and I think, well, here's another learning test. We've passed another test. I'm just going to take every day by every day, but deep down, I do expect something big from Scott Belshaw within the next 3 years.
With his career still in its infancy, the Ulsterman remains a long way off his peak as a boxer. Yet if he can live up to Maloney's hype, then Scott Belshaw may one day usher in a new era for the heavyweight division.
I'm very passionate about my boxing, and to do what I'm doing means a lot to me, and to do it the way I'm doing it, with the knockout victories, is very important to me as well. I don't want to just win, I want to win well, and I want people to go and watch me and just to remember watching me, and that has been the case so far.
Now for the rest of this week.